McGraw-Hill Professional presents The 12 Powers of a Marketing Leader: How to Succeed by Building Customer and Company Value. Written by Thomas Barta and Patrick Barwise. Narrated by John Haag. Author's Note: This is a leadership book to help you, as a marketer, create more value for your company and greater career success for yourself. The lessons you'll find here are based on the largest global study ever conducted on marketing leadership. Introduction. Doing marketing isn't the same as leading marketing. You are a marketer. You have a passion for brands. You understand the market. You are your company's linchpin for customer focus. For years, CEOs have wanted companies to be more market-oriented and innovative. Today, digital technology offers even more opportunities and more pressure to serve customers better. In principle, your spot in the organization should be exalted. Your perspectives as a marketer should be in high demand. Top management should respect and look to you as it makes key decisions. Unfortunately, things don't always work that way. Despite endlessly saying they want to be more customer-focused, many firms don't have a marketer in the top team. Too few CMOs make it to CEO, and marketers' reputation with CEOs is mixed, as we'll show. At the writing of this book, the domain influentialmarketers.com was still available. It's symptomatic. Many marketers are great at doing marketing. They excel at things like customer understanding, brand communications, and social media campaigns. Nonetheless, many wish they had more traction inside their own companies. They work hard to help their company grow, but their efforts aren't always translating into internal influence and stellar careers. Our research, which we will describe momentarily, bears this out. 71% of marketers believed their business impact was high, but just 44% were satisfied with their career path. The marketers' bosses took an even bleaker view. Of all their direct reports, the bosses put marketers last in career success. Failure as a marketer is a big issue, not just for you, but for your company too. If you fail in making your organization customer-focused, its long-term profits will suffer. And if you move on, you'll perhaps take years of customer understanding, new product ideas, and growth strategies with you. CEOs and marketers have an obligation, then, to be jointly successful. But how? The solution lies with you, the marketer. Up until now, you've probably been putting most of your eggs in the marketing skills basket. That is, you know how to do things like position the brand and create promotions that customers love. And we salute you for being expert in those things. They've gotten you far. But as we'll show you, they're not enough to maximize your business impact and career success. Alongside your expertise in marketing skills, you must also become expert in marketing leadership. It's a very different basket. What's in it? Leading marketing isn't just about serving the customer. It's also about increasing and using your knowledge and marketing's influence inside the organization to improve the end-to-end customer experience. It's about mobilizing your boss, your colleagues, your team, and yourself to maximize the overlap between customers' needs and the company's needs. That, then, is what this book will teach you. This isn't a marketing book. It's a leadership book for marketers. You have an important choice to make. You can choose to continue as just a technical marketer. Thanks to digital, you shouldn't get bored. There will always be interesting new things happening. But you're unlikely to create significant impact for the company. You may even end up frustrated by your limited career success. This book offers you a more ambitious alternative, almost certainly better for both the company and yourself. Use your leadership ability and the new digital opportunities to achieve what few firms do really well: connect customers and the company. The Three Truths. This book is based on a comprehensive study of chief marketing officers, discussed in more detail in the appendix. The study can be divided into 3 parts. In the first part, the answers came from top marketers themselves. 1,232 senior marketers took an extensive self-assessment so we could understand what they know, how they lead, and how successful they consider themselves in terms of both their impact on business performance and their personal career success. In the second part, we looked at CMOs through the eyes of others. We analyzed 67,278 360-degree assessment responses from superiors, coworkers, and direct reports, who rated marketers along with leaders from other disciplines such as finance and sales. In the third part, we developed insights from interviews with over 100 CMOs, CEOs, and leadership experts about what matters for success as a senior marketing leader. What we found has completely changed our view on what it takes for a marketer to make it. Our research has also given us hope. As a marketer, you can succeed by systematically applying a number of leadership skills that are particular to marketing. Let's take a look at the research results. We'll begin with 3 insights, which we call the Three Truths. Truth number 1. Your power lies in the space where customer and company needs overlap, the V-zone. Our research confirms that marketing success is about maximizing the overlap between customer and company needs. We call this overlap the value creation zone, or V-zone for short. Creating that match, however, isn't what marketers do naturally. To understand what's inside the V-zone, let's first look at what's outside of it. Suppose you spend most of your time acquiring new customers. Bringing in customers from the competition or customers who are new to the market is what marketers do, right? For you, acquiring customers is your business's lifeblood. Nonetheless, the CEO doesn't share your view. In top management's opinion, acquiring new customers, at least the way you're currently doing it, is expensive and wasteful because so many of them leave before the company has gotten its money back. Instead of putting so much effort into customer acquisition, the top team's priority is to increase customer retention. They feel the business would profit more if the customers they already had enjoyed a better experience, stayed longer, spent more money with the company, and recommended it to others. That kind of disconnect between marketing and the top team would spell trouble. You'd be working outside the V-zone because what you and some customers care about most and what the CEO cares about most don't match. In that example, the company and most customers would suffer, and so would your career. So what's it like working inside the V-zone? When marketers work there, they create value for customers, products, services, and experiences that meet their needs, value for the company, revenue and profit, and value for themselves, greater influence, and better careers. Finding the overlap between customer needs and company needs is the principle behind successful marketing leadership. As a marketing leader, your natural focus is on customers, doing marketing. But in every organization, people from different departments need to work together in creating the customer experience. It seems only logical, then, that, to succeed, an exclusive focus on customers isn't enough. To get things done for customers, Marketers must also understand how to serve the needs of the organization, too. Oftentimes, these needs don't overlap easily, and there will be tension. Marketing leadership is about trying to increase that overlap of customer needs and company needs. Our research shows that the most successful marketing leaders are indeed those who maximize the overlap between customer needs and company needs. The V-zone. Truth number 2. Success in marketing is about mastering the 12 powers of a marketing leader. In our research, we found 12 important sets of leadership behaviors that determine success as a marketing leader. We call these behaviors the 12 powers. For the marketers in our study, how they lead was the number one driver of their business impact and career success. Functional marketing skills, of course, matter too. As a marketer, to succeed, you still have to do marketing. But these technical skills for long-term success are just your ticket of entry. To create long-term value by increasing the overlap between customer needs and company needs, marketing leadership skills are paramount. The 12 powers themselves fall into 4 bigger groups: mobilizing your boss, mobilizing your colleagues, mobilizing your team, and mobilizing yourself. They complement what you already do each day: mobilizing customers. We calculated how much each of the 12 powers contributed to the business impact and career success of the senior marketers in our research. For example, for the marketers in our study, power number 1, tackle only big issues, accounted for 10% of the explicable variation in business impact, and the same 10% for career success. Success as a marketing leader is about mastering and applying the leadership skills that help you maximize the V-zone. Sherilyn Shackle, founder and CEO of the Marketing Academy, summarized it this way: "The challenge for CMOs is that they now need people who are doing jobs that they themselves have never done, roles that probably weren't even in existence 5 or 10 years ago. Leadership capabilities of top marketers have to be exceptional to impact companies going through so much change." Let's take a closer look. The 12 powers of a marketing leader. Power number 1, tackle only big issues. Make sure that what you work on is inside the V-zone. It matters for both customers and the company, as judged by the CEO. And put a price tag on your work so people see why what you're doing matters. Power number 2, deliver returns, no matter what. Financial returns should be your priority. Being seen as an effective investor will also help your standing at the top and ultimately make more resources available to you. Power number 3, work only with the best. Mobilizing your boss is easier if you work with the best external people who will deliver great work. This is the weakest of the 12 powers, but helpful at the margin. Power number 4, hit the head and the heart. You can't mobilize colleagues if they don't listen to you. Tell them a real-life story that offers hope. Get into their hearts as well as their heads. Power number 5, walk the halls. As a marketer, you won't change the world by sitting at your desk. You have to go out and engage people to make things happen. This is one of the most important of the 12 powers. Power number 6, you go first. Aim to lead from the front. Be the change you want to see. Act as a role model for others. Power number 7, get the mix right. You need the right mix of team skills, styles, and personalities, including yours. To build a powerful tribe, align the team closely around a common goal. Power number 8, cover them in trust. To enlarge the V-zone, you must build a team where people have the trust and confidence to ask for forgiveness if things go wrong, not for permission before they do anything. Power number 9, let the outcomes speak. Love it or hate it, as team leader, you are also the judge. You must set the standards, weigh performance, and ensure consequences when needed. Power number 10, fall in love with your world. This is another really important power. As a marketing leader, you need to know your stuff, customers, products, and industry. This knowledge can also inspire you and others. Power number 11, know how you inspire. Inspiration is a marketing leader's biggest weapon. The more you understand why and how you inspire people today, the more you can use these abilities to mobilize others. Power number 12, aim higher. The road ahead will sometimes be bumpy. Successful marketing leaders aim high and hang on to their dream to make big things happen, even against the odds. The leadership skills you need in order to win in marketing are very particular. The 12 powers of a marketing leader. Truth number 3. You weren't born a marketing leader. You must become one. Much to our surprise, we found that personality matters very little when it comes to a marketing leader's success. Instead, almost everyone can learn the critical marketing leadership behaviors. What may sound counterintuitive at first makes lots of sense when you take a second look. The leadership skills needed in marketing differ significantly from those needed by leaders in other business functions. That's because marketers have to bridge 3 distinct gaps that are especially wide in marketing. A trust gap. Most of your work is about the future, for example, projected revenue, so your bosses and colleagues will always, to a degree, doubt what you say. A power gap. A great customer experience involves many departments, so most of the people you need to create such an experience won't report to you directly. A skills gap. Marketing technology is changing almost monthly, so you'll never know as much as you need to know. That skills gap isn't your fault, but it's a major challenge every marketer faces. As a marketing leader, you'll need specific leadership skills and behaviors to close these gaps. First, mobilize your boss to support your activities, even if you can't always prove the outcome. Powers number 1 through 3. Second, mobilize colleagues who don't report to you so that together you can create a great customer experience. Powers number 4 through 6. Third, mobilize your team to fight alongside you, even while they're learning all the new technical marketing skills needed for the digital age. Powers number 7 through 9. Fourth, mobilize yourself to keep going and inspire those around you to expand the V-zone. Powers number 10 through 12. These skills and behaviors, and therefore marketers' business impact and career success, are not based much on personality. In our study, we measured CMOs against the well-established Big 5 personality traits: openness to experience, dependability/self-discipline, extraversion, agreeableness, how nice people are, and emotional resilience. These personality traits explained only about 3.3% of senior marketers' business impact and 8.7% of their career success. So yes, your personality matters a bit, and as a marketer, you're probably somewhat different from your non-marketing peers, as we'll show you later. But leading marketing successfully takes specific skills you couldn't possibly be born with. Personality, how you are wired, is only a secondary factor. So, no excuses. Whoever you are and whatever your personality, you can learn the skills to be successful as a marketing leader. Why your and your company's success matters to us. We have a dual objective for this book. We want you, as a marketing leader, to have a better career, and quite simply, more fun. But we also want your customers and companies to benefit. After all, if you succeed in increasing the overlap between your customers' needs and your company's needs, the customers will get a better deal, your company's business performance will improve, and your career will thrive. For these benefits to occur, you must change the game and take charge. We want to help you do this. Here's why this work is important to us. Even as a child, Thomas was crazy about marketing and advertising. For instance, when his family gathered around the TV to watch programs, Thomas was more excited about the commercials, which he could recite by heart. American Express, don't leave home without it. It makes sense, then, that he headed into a career as a marketer, eventually becoming the leader of Kimberly-Clark's European Kleenex household marketing team. There, he experienced firsthand the joys and frustrations of marketing leadership in a complex consumer goods company that had to operate in a challenging market. From his experience as a marketing leader, Thomas was convinced that marketers needed a stronger voice in the C-suite, so he joined McKinsey, where he became a partner, often working on strategy with CEOs from around the globe. Thomas realized that while most CEOs were open to marketing, many struggled to understand exactly what marketers actually did and how their work helped the company. Even more, Thomas observed that many marketers didn't connect well with CEOs. As a dean of McKinsey's internal leadership program, Thomas increasingly spent time coaching CMOs to help raise and achieve their organizational aspirations. His passion to help CMOs succeed turned into a new career as an expert on marketing leadership and led him to leave McKinsey and launch the research program behind this book. Patrick's theme throughout his career has been the need for organizations to become more customer-focused, and, in particular, how to make that happen in practice. Since joining London Business School in 1976, after an early career at IBM, he has published widely on management, marketing, and media, including his prize-winning 2004 book with Sean Meehan, Simply Better, Winning and Keeping Customers by Delivering What Matters Most. He also served for many years as a trustee and then chairman of Which, the world's second-largest consumer organization, and has been involved in 2 successful business startups in the online market research space. Initially Thomas's mentor on this book project, he became so enthused by it that he asked if he could join as a co-author, a request that Thomas was more than happy to accept. So for both of us, this is personal. If we can help you and other marketers improve your leadership skills and impact within your companies, you, your customers, and your companies will all benefit. That's a powerful motivation for us, as well as for you. Making it happen. Because the purpose of business is to create a customer, the business enterprise has 2, and only 2, basic functions: marketing and innovation. Peter Drucker, 1954. Every CEO knows that the key to long-term business performance is profitably meeting customers' needs better than the competition. It's easy to say, but has proved hard to put into practice. Marketers should be in the forefront of making customer focus happen, especially in a digital world where many CEOs are looking to them to lead the way to more customer-focused innovation and delivery. It's a great time for marketers to change course and take things into their own hands. When we recently raised this with Marshall Goldsmith, one of the world's top leadership coaches, Marshall's response was, Marketers must concentrate on what they can change, and that's more than they think. Mastering the 12 powers will help you to expand your company's V-zone, boosting both your business impact and your long-term career success. Don't wait to be asked. Now is the time for you to take charge and lead. In the following 12 chapters, we'll share stories of what successful marketing leaders did, show you evidence from our research, and, most important, give you tips and ideas for how you can master each of the 12 powers. By the time you reach the end of this book, you'll have gone through all the 12 powers and, we hope, developed a personal action plan to set yourself on the path toward long-term success. Section 1. Mobilize your boss. Recognizing power in another does not diminish your own. Joss Whedon. Power number 1. Tackle only big issues. Your central question: am I working on the topics that matter most for the V-zone? As a marketing leader, if you want to have influence and help the company grow, be sure that, as far as possible, the only issues you tackle are big. What, though, constitutes a big issue? A big marketing issue is a problem that matters a lot both to your customers and to your CEO and top team. Such a big issue always sits right inside the V-zone. And when you're tackling big issues, your influence as a marketing leader grows. For an example, let's look at a big issue from the career of D. Dutta. In the past few years, D has worked as CMO of top international brands that include Sony and Visa, but he laid the foundation for his distinguished global marketing career in a much smaller role in the early 1990s as a head of consumer marketing. At the time, D worked at mobile operator 1-to-1, which later went on to become T-Mobile. Then, buying a mobile phone wasn't for everyone, because making calls was expensive. And, since customers received a bill only at month's end, 1-to-1 was worried that they would rack up high charges and default on their payment. The company understandably avoided doing business with people who might be credit risks. D, however, saw things differently. A son of immigrants, he knew firsthand what it was like to live on a tight budget. He'd even had to turn down family and friends who'd asked, "Can you get me a phone?" Around the same time, at a company-wide meeting, D heard the CEO talk about how the market was slowly saturating and how the company needed new ways of securing profitable growth. D was keen, then, on helping both the customer and the company. He wanted to enlarge the V-zone. Together with colleagues, he picked up an idea that had been floating around the company but had never been properly explored. Why not let customers pay in advance? Paying in advance would eliminate the credit risk, improve cash flow, and increase revenues, while getting phones to more people. That, at least, was the theory. D's peers weren't convinced the theory would work. The finance team was worried about the profitability. The operations group was concerned about the technical issues with prepayment, and others in the company were dubious about whether customers would want to pay for calls they hadn't yet made. D, though, didn't give up. His team tackled the issues one by one and came away with a business plan and a technical solution. The first meetings with senior management went badly. People felt the plan wasn't worth the risk. D and his team decided to run a small-scale test. The test results were beyond expectation. Customers were happy to pay up front. Many of these so-called lower-income customers were actually spending more money than many existing contract customers, making the company greater profit. D's team returned to the company management. This time, they had their idea, a plan, and the supporting facts. Management gave the project a green light, and 1-to-1 launched the first commercially successful pay-as-you-go offer. The news spread fast.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?